Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Steam Prison in Finn's Route, and we just got made out with and hugged. Force hugged, but we enjoyed it, I guess. She didn't personally seem to complain, and I didn't hate it either. So here we are. Anyway, so we're just leaving Finn's house because we went to bring him bread, and we brought him bread, and we got Frenched. It's a good trade-off, I guess. It's late. He was gonna do more for that bread. He's like, you brought me bread. I guess I have to put out now. Finn was hoping. We were like, no, we're fine. He's like, but oh. That offer wasn't literally on the table, but I feel like in Finn's mind, it was there. Anyway, it's late. We promised to meet again, and reluctantly I left Finn's house. I thought I understood Finn, but I'd never hidden anything from him, so I'd always assumed he'd never been hiding anything from me. But he had. Finn had felt something special for me. Love. A strange emotion reviled in the heights. But I wanted to give Finn a way forward with his feelings. In a way, I wanted to atone for not understanding him earlier, and it seemed good for myself as well. That's a weird way of like, I want to help Finn out, so I guess I'm going to let him have sex with me. It's because she doesn't understand love, so she's like, I was going to let him explore his feelings. That should be fine. I think it'll be okay for me too. And it's like, it's a really weird way to think of it, but I feel like normally it'd be a bad thing. Like, they're in love with you, and I'm just going to let him just be in love with me, because that'll be fine. Oh, but I think deep down she actually feels something for him. She just never thought about it. Like, hey, I have these feelings for Finn. Oh, I care about him. He's my partner. And oh, no, it's love, because she's just like a robot. You know what I mean? So she doesn't realize, but I feel like that's the whole point of the route. As she goes through and like, lets Finn explore his feelings, it's going to be like, oh, I like that. Oh, this is love, and we can get away. We can do that? Oh, okay, sure. This is fun. You know what I mean? But it's just so funny that it's just a dangerous slope. 3 weeks passed. I sensed sunlight on my eyelids and slowly woke up. Is it morning again? I feel like I just went to bed. I stretched myself and got out of bed. I'd gotten used to life in the depths. I still didn't like Sir Sashin, but we clashed less often. The main reason was the new member we'd received the week before. He had his eyes on the new guy by now, so I just had to not run into him. Payday. Hoping I wouldn't run into Sir Sashin, I finished dressing and left the room. Well, my hazing's over. Thank God we got a new guy. It's Sankabolt Arc. Damn it, I don't need 2 antagonists. No, I'm just kidding. There was already a line in the ready room. The hounds were paid once a month. The market largely used a barter system, but some of the money sometimes seen there came originally from the hounds. It was my first payday. I had no real idea of what anything was worth. It's gonna take time. Apparently, they were slowly crossing off names, and the line moved even more languidly than it did during lunch and dinner time. All I could do was wait, and involuntarily I picked up a conversation behind me. Man, at least it's payday today. I got hammered yesterday in the bar and blew all I had. You're a moron, you know. The drinks are shit here. Yeah, the booze is shit, but I was talking to the waitress and hey, what do you know, I got laid. Been a while, man. What? Are you into old women or something? No, of course not. Young chicks are the best, but beggars can't be choosers down here. She turns around, excuse me, what is laid? She's like a robot. What a horrible conversation. Eventually, it became my turn. I told the man on duty my name and got a pouch of money. I'll go on patrol after I finish breakfast, and then I remembered the little gathering we'd been planning for a few days and smiled. Today's going to be a good day. Oh, I just feel like Sasha's going to fuck this up. It was evening. When my shift was over, I walked briskly to the market. Most of the shops were preparing to close, so I hurried to the one I had to go to. Hi, sorry it took so long. It sure did. I wasn't sure if you'd show up. The shopkeeper smiled and handed me a brown package. Here's what you wanted. Oh, here's what you wanted. Don't drop it. I won't. The money. Is this enough? I had no idea what anything was worth and handed the shopkeeper 5 coins. Of course. Well, the shopkeeper struggled and gave me back 3 of them. This is the real price. A good thing you talked to one of the decent ones, eh? It seems so. Thank you. It's all right. Just drop by my shop again if you need anything. I will. Bye. I'm glad this worked out. This was impossible to get under normal circumstances. The shopkeeper must have gone to considerable trouble. I hope he'll like it. Hey! I had a bad feeling. My premonition was on point, sadly. Oh, yeah. I was like, I didn't know who 100% it was until she's like, I had a bad feeling. It's like, oh. I knew he was going to ruin it! Slowly, I turned around to see Sir Sushin. Where are you going? I still wasn't comfortable facing his piercing gaze and tone. He's not my enemy, just my superior. I have to be polite. Calm down, I told myself. Does it really matter? My shift is over. It was payday today. We all take this opportunity to cut a little loose. I'm sure you do as well. What point is there to fight here? Let's not. Goodbye! I smiled at Sir Sushin and began to walk away. I worried that he was going to come after me, but he only made a disapproving noise and walked away in the opposite direction. He's going to follow us. Wow, I was pretty nervous. The old me wouldn't have been capable of that. I figuratively patted myself on the shoulder for this newly acquired worldliness and turned onto one of the side streets, patting my real self on the shoulder. Good me. Hey, Spacey, come in. I've been waiting for you. Sorry it took so long. You're right on time. I just finished everything. Really? Finn smiled, said yes, and followed after me. I can smell fried meat. I'm not telling you what I made just yet. I worked really hard on this because I knew you'd be coming. I see. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I looked at the stove and saw something frying. There was also salad. Not all that secret, huh? His innocent excitement was kind of cute, I thought. I'm surprised you got your hands on real meat down here. Yes, it was quite expensive. I had to pull some strings to get it. I wanted to eat it with you so badly. Finn's elation amused me. I poked him in the back. I have a present for you. Here. A present? I nodded and gave him the paper bag. Wow, it's heavier than it looks. Finn put the bag down on the table and carefully removed the paper wrap. I looked at him and joked that the contents weren't dangerous. This is wine. I've never seen wine here before. It must have been really hard to get it. I had a shop in the market bring it in for me. Apparently they make wine beyond the walls. It wasn't easy to get for them either. Ring, ring, Elkreed? Elkreed strolls through like, da-da-da, and they're like, ahem, I need wine. I could get it. Elkreed's our fucking dealer. You know it. You know it was fucking Elkreed and Ulrich that did this. I have no idea what's good and what isn't. I hope you'll like it. I love anything you give me. Thank you, Spacey. What I want more than wine is your body. Finn, the fuck? Just kidding. Finn took my right hand and softly kissed it. What are you doing? Finn let go of my hand and smiled at my surprise. I'll have dinner ready in a moment. Please sit down. Sure. Finn began to gleefully serve dinner. I said nothing more and sat down on a chair. My fingers rubbed the spot he had kissed while I watched him work. I felt restless and embarrassed, but I didn't know why. He didn't do that to me when we were in the Heights. After we had talked it out, I began to visit Finn whenever there was time. As I met him more often, the tension inside me erased. We started having dinner as well sometimes. He didn't kiss me on the lips again. 'Cause he's letting you ease in, now you know. And you're going to start being like, will you kiss me again? He wants you to ask for it. He's being polite that way. He kissed me on my hand, my hair, everywhere, and only for a brief moment. I appreciated this because it made breathing easier than having my mouth obstructed. And at some point she's going to be like, I actually enjoyed that. Wait, come back. I wish he wouldn't do it as often. It's embarrassing. Something was set in front of me while I was brooding. I looked up. Oh, a minced meat steak. Yes, I've wanted to make this once I had meat. It's my favorite dish. You have a favorite dish? Are you a child? There is nothing wrong with having a favorite dish, bitch. Yes, others have asked me that too, but I really love it. I always ate this on my birthday. Oh my god, is it your birthday, Finn? I muttered something about remembering this food from the heights as Finn put down my salad and my cup of water. The cup kind of ruins the optics, but I'll open the bottle of wine. Finn removed the stopper and poured the wine into my earthenware cup. Wine and food with meat. Some fancy food today. Yes, well, we're celebrating a new chapter. There's not really any chapters in the... Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, to the opening of your repair shop. We each toasted the other and drank the wine. See, Finn, you're good at some shit. And figuring out Sashin. I hadn't felt the burning sensation of alcohol running down my throat in a long time. Let's get drunk and screw. What? He's like, get drunk, Spacey. I only learned how to cook here. The taste might not be there yet, but please eat. Thanks, I will. It's okay, sweetie. I'll appreciate you anyway. I extracted a piece of meat with my fork and ate. The outside was nicely crispy, but the inside was soft and well seasoned with salt and pepper. Finn cast me a worried look as he asked about the taste. It's amazing. It's perfect. Finn, you're a great cook. That's good. I'm relieved. You have dexterity. You can cook. You have no end of talents. That's too much. I'm a boring man, honestly. Don't be shy now. I'm not a great cook, but I could never make something like this. I'm a boring man. A little bit. I mean, the route's fine. I'm not, like, bored with it or anything, but you aren't the most thrilling character, Finn. I kind of prefer this side of you, because when you're being thrilling, it's you stabbing Elkreed, and I don't like that. Elkreed was the most thrilling character, just for me, because, like, he just walks in, and I'm like, I love you. Really sad he hasn't shown up. That's all I'm saying. I just need Elkreed to, hey, just walk by and be like, so, yes, please. I'm going to be that meme. Me walking with Finn, but looking behind me like, hey, baby. Fucking Elkreed. That's me. That's me with Elkreed. In every route. We know this. Why did you open a repair shop, though? You could do a lot of different things. I'm not good at making things from scratch. I like repairing things that already exist and making them better, though. I was hoping I could make a living doing something I like. I wanted to be independent. Right now I'm still reliant on the rations, but I want to pull myself up. I don't want to look as bad standing next to you. Finn. You're very cool. I'm rooting for you. This is where it gets tough. Like, I'm rooting for you. Seems like the right answer. The good it is. Okay. I had to find it in the guide. It's good to be optimistic. I'm rooting for you, Finn. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I'll help. All right, but I think I'll be okay alone. Why? Am I unreliable? No. I just want to be independent. In the Heights, I relied on you for everything. I want to take more responsibility here. I'm sorry. That must sound immature. Of course not. Thank you for telling me. I'd prefer to help, but if it lets you grow, I can respect that. Thank you. It's almost midnight. Perhaps you should go back. Yeah, I have to get back. I got up unsteadily. Are you okay? Sorry, I had a bit too much. Can I wash my face here? Of course. Use the water. I stumbled to the sink where the water jug was. My thoughts are clear. It's like I'm trying to control a dream. I drew water from a ladle and splashed it over my face. I feel a bit better now. I can head back. Thanks for the meal, Finn. Really good. Spacey! When I stumbled and fell for no reason, Finn caught me. I can't look at this. Sorry. I'm pathetic. I can't let you go home alone like this. Let me walk you back. We went out and walked together. The cool night air helped me clear my head a little. This isn't going to be good. Sashin's going to see it's going to be bad. The fuzziness went away a little, and I could walk more easily. Finn, Like, we can't just have a romance plot without Sashin getting involved and us having to kick his ass or some shit, right? Oh, wait, hold on. This is where we, I'll go here. This is where we have to make a save one. Did it save? There we go. Okay, sorry. This takes me back. This takes me back. We used to walk around a lot when we were police officers. I was like, he brought you home drunk often? Remember when we were on night patrol? It was a lot like this, alone in the streets. Yes, I remember. I'd rarely gone outside at night before that. I was quite scared at first. Really? I felt like I was doing something forbidden. It was so exciting. Hold.
That sneeze just snuck up.
Everyone else had to obey the curfew. This is so enjoyable. But it's going to end when Finn decides he's gone far enough with me. Feeling a little dejected, I stopped. What's wrong? Do you feel unwell? No, that's not it. I was just thinking that I won't see you for a while. I have to live alone again tomorrow. I've said it before, but I'm really sorry you ended up here because of me. When a cup gets broken, you can't put it back together, nor put the water back inside. Regrets can't change the past. We can only improve the present, but we can repair a broken cup as much as possible and put new water inside. And we shouldn't forget our failures. That's all. Besides, I like this new situation in a way. Life's harder, but I can... Finn reached out with his right hand and caressed my cheek. I don't have to hide how I feel. We'll see how much becomes of it, but I don't have to lie about it at least. Finn, I'm glad I have your affection, and I like you too. But I don't know whether my affection for you is special. Where we come from, the government selected our spouse. I never questioned what I had to follow by law. I accepted whatever they told me in writing. I understood it too. The love you speak of isn't tangible, doesn't have a clear definition. I don't know how to determine what I feel. Finn said nothing and took a step forward to embrace me. Spacey, do you hate this? His embrace was timid. If I had wanted to break free, I effortlessly could have. My heart is fluttering. I don't hate it. If anything, it feels odd. My heart is fluttering. Why is it doing that? I don't know. I press my face against his chest and close my eyes. What? See, yours is fluttering too. Why does it do that? Well, who knows? He's like, because I love you. Finn let go and put his hands on my shoulders. He grimaced at how tense I was. That's enough for now. What do you mean? This isn't enough to tell you how I feel. It's just not. But I don't want to force myself on you. I want your happiness more than anything. This is good, Finn. Because again, in all the other endings when he was with the hounds, he forced his affection on us. Yes, he fucking did. You stabbed Elcreed and then you forced your affection on. I'm pretty sure that'll happen in the same ending. And that's why we were like, fuck Finn. But honestly, I don't feel that way now. In a different way. I actually like him. Like, it's not the best route. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, it's the best. But it's enjoyable and I can appreciate it. And I don't hate him. So, you know, kudos for making me not hate someone that I absolutely loathed during the main game. And I was like, literally ready to flip my desk about him. Like, wow. I'm impressed, game. If you want to understand me, we'll do it at the pace you set, no matter how long it takes. I'll always be there. Finn, thank you. She's blushing. Ah! Sashin. I heard a shrill scream and twitched. What was that? What's... an attack? I have to go there. I have to go there! Right into a brick wall. Spacey, that... What's going on? No! Help! There! That's... Is it the kid? Is it Merlot? Oh, it's Sashin.
Scream if you want. Nobody's gonna save the likes of you. And besides... There's more value in conquest when you have to overcome resistance.
That's enough, Sir Sashin. Let the woman go, please. Is Sir Sashin getting rapey? Because I kind of felt like in some of the other routes, he was like gross. Like he was just kind of like when people were like, oh, they're seeing people. What? Ugh. Like he thinks the people here are so beneath him that he would never touch a woman in that. Like, but maybe that's why he hated us so much. He's like, I want you so bad, but you're beneath me because you're just scum in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, he thinks everyone in the Sanctuary District's so beneath him, I can't even imagine, no matter how hard up he was, that he would ever resort to just, like, finding a chick on the side, or, like, raping anybody, because he'd be like, gross. Ugh. But then this makes it seem like he's getting a little, like, rapey. I don't know. Like,
you... Shut up. We're both off duty. I can do whatever I want.
Yes, but what you're about to do is a crime. Attack her or, like, attack her. Like, either way. You're the commander. You have to lead us by example. Please stop.
By example? You're not right in the head, are you? I'm Sashin Brandenburg, and I rule this place. We're not equals.
I'm like... I'm Sashin Brandenburg, and I rule this place. Please don't start talking about yourself in the third person now. I know he was just introducing himself. I didn't forget who you were.
You're all my pawns and my toys. Toys are meant to be played with. Besides, you can't lecture me after staying out late and enjoying yourself.
I was not enjoying myself in that way. Finn's like, it's not what you think. I didn't get any. Oh.
You're her. So that's what this is about. Yeah, you were always together. It's hard to stay within your bounds, I guess. I can understand that. So back in the Heights, did you guys fuck and then get up on your high horse to tell people what to do?
No, we aren't like that. We're good colleagues, like family. I feel like neither one of those is good, so it better be the ... Yes. ... I fell silent. Finn and I... We had been colleagues, that was true. But is that all? Now we're...
Spacey? I'll take the silence as agreement. We never did that in the Heights, because I didn't know that love was... Like, I didn't even think about it. But maybe I'm thinking about it now, Sasha, and who I fuck's none of your business. You're just jealous it's not you.
That's how we turn Sashin on. I know how to flip his switches. I can do this. It's going to be enjoyable and painful. I know, it's not his route. He needs one! God! I can't stop! You can't put this fucking asshole in front of me and not make me be like, I am so curious. And like I did, like no matter how much you're like, God, I hate you so much, I love it. But then you give me like the little pity party route, like this little backstory, and you're like, you actually probably weren't a horrible human being underneath. You're like some kind of fucking damaged, and ain't nobody can actually fucking fix you. I don't even think therapy could fix you. But you know, this is the Otome game world. We can fix you. Or just hate that we enjoy trying. I don't know. Like, it's a weird thing. Again, it's a train wreck, but I want it. I don't know.
Justice? The greater good? You act like a force of moral judgment, but when you look under the lid, you're just a girl who wants to get boned.
Very called out. By you a little bit. And like, just my brain, the rest of me doesn't. Like, look. My brain enjoys the concept. Like, hi, yes, that's what we're here for in the games. In the real world, absolutely not. Please just leave me alone. I prefer to be in my bubble alone. Don't touch me. Unless we have a nice emotional connection, which we don't in any of these. I mean, we definitely don't with Sashin, but something is broken.
I'll forget I saw you here. Get lost and we don't have to talk about this again.
Sir Sashin laughed and turned his attention back to the woman he had pinned down. She screamed unintelligibly. I can leave now, and I won't have any problems later. I knew he wasn't going to give me hell over having been with Finn either. The sense of guilt was going to fade after a few days. No, I can't do that. Violating a woman's not something I can condone, even from you. And also, I'm pretty sure there's women who would gladly probably handle this. But I don't think that's what he wants. He wants the force and the violence, which is why his route would be goddamn awful, because this is what would happen to us. But it would also be like, but I kind of... What is wrong with me? What have these games done to me? At this point, playing this, we have not gone down the Pio Fiore route with Yang, who is absolutely going to violate us in a million more ways, so... Here's me in this, right? In this bubble, current me, which future me to you. Well, now when you're listening to it, it's current me, but it was past me. It's just a weird time paradox thing here. Hasn't gone down Yang's route. By the time this comes out, we might have done it, so we'll see. I hope if you're watching this, you're watching both, to see with me like, yeah, I want the Sasha route. Yeah, it's going to be terrible in a train wreck. And I've been looking forward to Yang's route in Pio Fiore. And I'm going to go down and be like, what is this? Why? And I just want to see. I'm just really curious if that timeline me is totally enjoying it and being like, I asked for this and I like it. I hate it, but I like it. And I like that I hate it and I hate that I like it. I don't know. Or if I'm just like, why? I just wish I hadn't ever asked for this. I don't know. I will see. There's something seriously wrong with me. Alright, anyway. Let go of the woman, Sasha Brandenburg. He always did act, though. I mean, so this is shocking to me, because he always acted... I get why they put it in here, you know. But he always acted in the other ones like, ugh. Like, everyone in the Sanctuary District was beneath him, and he wouldn't do that. Or maybe that was just because he was talking directly to us, and he was making it clear that he wouldn't do that to us, like, oh, you're beneath me. But maybe because he's like, because I secretly just want to treasure you and love you. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But I always got the impression that, like, ugh, other people are out there, like, you know, with their side fling, their, like, girlfriend pieces, you know, whatever, getting it. And he was just, like, disgusted by it all. You know? Am I just, like, imagining things? Like, I always felt that was the case. So this is shocking to me. Like, I mean, abusing people, absolutely. And, like, normally, if you had told me, like, Sasha's a rapey, okay, yeah, I probably would believe you. But it seems odd because they made it seem like, again, your first impression would absolutely have been like, oh yeah, no, he'd totally do that. And then made it sound like, ugh, gross, beneath me. And you're like, huh, wow, shocking. And now we're back here at him being rapey. I mean, I get it, it's alternate reality version, but he's always been fairly consistent, so. Not surprised, but also surprised. Well. I pointed the sword at his chin to threaten him. Here's the thing, while we were arguing, the woman should have run away instead of just cowering in the corner, and then we wouldn't have had to, he would have been like, great, I gotta go find something else. Sir Sashin slowly got up, tutting disapprovingly. I mean, for him, it's really the power trip, so I get it, you know? Yes, facing me down like that. This is who you really are. I'm not gonna forget this. I'll teach you who it is you've made an enemy. I have a feeling he's gonna teach us in ways we're not gonna like in this route, but we would like if we were in his route. But also not like, but like, you know. Sir Sashin turned around with a flutter of his black coat and disappeared. I didn't think he'd just leave. I'd been prepared for battle and was, in a way, let down. No, this is good. There'd been no need to fight, and nobody had gotten hurt. Good. You're gonna get hurt later. Thank you for saving me. No, I'm sorry our commander is like that. Finn, I'll be fine on my own. Could you take the woman home? All right. Be careful. You too. You're unarmed. Be on your guard. Don't worry. I carry a knife for protection. Finn showed the knife he carried at his belt. Good. I'm surprised you keep it with you. Yeah, I wouldn't have done this in the Heights. This place being what it is, I needed it. That is actually... We have one choice left, so this route might actually be a lot shorter than I thought, but... Well, we gotta do the bad endings, too. I see. Good night, Finn. Good night. Finn has changed. Well, been changed by the environment. I wasn't sure whether I was happy about it. I watched him and the woman disappear and found he looked somehow more powerful than I remembered. I'm feeling sober again now. And we're hoping to celebrate the opening of Finn's shop as well. Oh, and we were. Is that what we said? And we were. I mean, we did! And then we encountered Sasha and he ruined it. But, I mean, the night was pretty much done at that point anyway. But if I hadn't acted back there, the woman would have been traumatized. Physical injuries aren't important. They can be treated and they heal. Sometimes. But what about mental injuries? A person's mind is invisible. You can't touch it to heal it. I would have regretted it my whole life if I hadn't intervened. What Sir Sashin had said bothered me, but it hadn't been the first time I fought him. I followed myself. Whatever happens, now happens. I wasn't going to buckle. I served the people, not Sir Sashin. Life was going to get harder. I had to hold my head high. I feel like Inez would have stopped him too. He wouldn't have threatened him, but he would have been like, dude, it's not a good look for you. I could hear footsteps approaching. The loud noise roused me from my slumber. They were approaching. The footsteps stopped in front of my room. Someone knocked vigorously on the door. I don't think... Someone's saying, hey, open up! What's going on? I got up and dressed quickly. The knocking had been hard enough to endanger the hinges. I was worried. It's very early. What is it? Spacey Testella, you've been placed on indefinite leave. What? What for? For rebellion. You pointed your blade at the commander last night. Sir Sashin has been busy. Suspending me over pointing my sword at him? I'd argued with him before many times. What a load of... Still, it's the truth. If it's against the rules, I have to be punished. I could count myself lucky Sir Sashin wasn't throwing me into the dungeon. Should be count yourself lucky he's not doing other things to you aside from that. Alright, I'll obey. What about my equipment? Do you need the uniform back? No, you're not being dismissed. Still, you're on unpaid leave. If you wish to go back on duty, don't make a scene. Alright. No pay. If I wasn't doing my duty, I wouldn't get paid, and it was also going to make life harder for a while. Whatever should I do now? I could help Finn with the shop. If there's anything I can help with. If there's anything I can't help him with. That's what she meant. Okay. There's nothing to do in my room. Being already fully awake, I decided to walk through the sanctuary district. Is the funny part. Do you need my uniform and shit back? They're like, no, you don't have any other clothes. I don't think you got sent down here in civilian clothes. The only outfit you ever wore, so what are you going to do? Put on your fucking, like, temple uniform? Pretty sure they sent that shit back. They were like, we're going to take that and send it back. Did you come down in normal clothes? You brought your sword with you. I mean, I'm guessing she had normal clothes, but we never saw her in any of it, so. I'm not normally able to walk around at this hour without being on the job. I hadn't eaten breakfast, but since we'd been eating until late at night, I wasn't feeling hungry. If I'm suspended, I wonder how meals are going to work. Perhaps I can eat in the ready room. Perhaps not. If you don't work, you shall not eat, as they say. I didn't like the idea of relying on them for food, even though I wasn't working. Then I only have one... Oh, thank goodness! There you are! Who are... A woman came running up to me. I looked at her suspiciously, unable to place her. Oh, now I remember. She's the one Sir Sashin tried to assault yesterday. What is it? You need something? Please come this way! Fast! What? Oh god, Finn's not injured, is he? I followed her to the market without knowing why. Looks rowdy here. I followed her, feeling unsettled. There! Look! The woman pointed at a group with trembling hands. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, oh no. They're hounds assaulting Finn, but this is where his shop is, and they're probably fucking up his shit. Oh no. No, you can't do that. Finn was there, surrounded by a few hounds. Uh-huh. He was arguing with someone. Oh, fuck. I'm not making it up. You need permission from us to start a shop here. Besides, who'd need this junkyard here anyway? It's a marketplace, not a flea market. Get lost, kid. What's that look? I don't like it. Aren't happy, are you? Sir Sashin went up to Finn and grabbed him by the collar so hard it choked him. I can't. I'm the law here. Nobody's gonna disobey me. You're gonna pay with your life. Sashin is just so pissed. He's like, if I kill you, then I can have her. That's not how it works. Although, I'm just saying in the Sashin route. I really wish the Sashin route happened like Finn gets sent down here and then blah, blah, blah. And then we're like, Finn, I can't fall in love with you. I'm in love with... Finn would have to get killed off pretty early because I feel like I don't think I could enjoy the Sashin route with Finn and his sad eyes looking at me like, but Spacey, what about me? Oh, you're too good, Finn, and you're going to make me too good. We'd have to get so angry, like Sasha would have to kill him, and we'd have to be so angry that we'd want to kill, and then we just, you know what I mean? Because we're like, nope, got to control our rage at Sashin for Finn's sake, you know what I mean? And like, we'd never be able to have a Sashin route with Finn around. That's enough, Sir Sashin. I was wondering when you'd come. Look who's here, kid. Sir Sashin grinned maliciously, let go of Finn, and turned to face me. I had a partner too in the Heights, but I wasn't as attached to him as you are. I hated him for getting me sent down here. I wanted to kill him. I wanted to kill him, not fuck him. Well, I mean, that's because I'm straight and you're not gay. Are you gay? Wait a minute, Sasha. Maybe that's why we don't have a route with you. You just can't handle... He's like, weren't you going to rape that woman? I was going to think of El Creed the whole time. You can never think of Sasha in the same way again. Oh, Sasha, it's okay. You can be whoever you want to be, sweetie. This man's worth less than cattle. He's no willpower. Can't understand it. Answer me. What do you see in him? See, like, you got some anger management issues and you got some women issues. It's personal issues. Like, why are you in love with him? See, I feel like he is secretly in love with us. It's perfect. What do I see in Finn? I treasure him. None of your business! It's I treasure him, I mean. Oh, wait, we have to save here, too. Hold on. Save. Because our other bad ending is off of here. I mean, we might get our good ending in this part. This is our last choice, but... I treasure Finn. A sword fighter like you must understand how good it feels to have someone who has your back. Okay, click my button. He's that sort of person for me. He's irreplaceable. Finn's like, nah, not exactly. Spacey, it's all right. Leave it to me. Well, you're a good talker at least. You were suspended and you still bare your fangs at me? If you defend him, you'll be breaking the law now. Are you prepared to die for it all? To die for it all? I hesitated for a fraction of a second. I feel like that's going to be one of our bad endings. Maybe this one right here. I mean, not the one we're getting, but that choice, you know. I can't tolerate this wanton violence. Ruling by might's unacceptable. Yes, impudent little brats are exactly like that, aren't they? Come at me. I'll crush you under the heel of my boot. Nobody move. I'll kill anyone who interferes with our duel. All the hounds took a few steps backward after hearing this. It's all on me now. I have to stop him. I steadied my breathing to become one with myself. Or Finn will jump in front of you and save you and then he dies. It's going to be something like that. Let's go. Someone's dying in this duel in the bad ending and it's not going to be Sashin. I took a deep breath and raised my sword when... Elcreed! Something exploded and there was smoke everywhere. It's fucking Elcreed. He shot him the first time. And he's like, I can't believe I have to keep coming in and shooting people for you. It's amazing. The first time I shot him just to scare him, and now I shot him to kill him, although he amused me. I can't have him fighting a woman. Please be Elcreed. Please be Elcreed. I need him in this route. Nothing would make me happier. What? I couldn't see anything. I had no idea what was going on. This way! Hurry! It's either Elkreed or Ulrich, but someone suddenly took my hand and led me away. That could have been Finn grabbing me. I don't know. What are you doing? Let go! Later. Not now. We have to get out. I'm just going with Elkreed because I want it to be him. I don't understand, but... Retreat, Finn! Okay. Oh my god, we're gonna go into the other side. Oh, awesome. Well, no, this would be Ulrich. Okay, it was Ulrich. Damn it. Damn it, I wanted it to be... As soon as we got into the sewers, I was like, it was Ulrich. I mean, Elkreed knows his way anyway. Should be far enough. Good job, you two. The boy let go of my hand. I sheathed my sword and stared at him. What? No thank you for your savior? Have we met before? The boy inclined his head and asked why I would say that. If you don't know us, what reason do you have to save us? So I'm sorry we read... Okay, hold on. Well, I couldn't see anything. This way, hurry! And then, later, not now, we have to get out! There you go. So that's better. It's sort of more an Ulrich than Elkreed voice. I just really wanted it to be Elkreed. I'm still happy to see Ulrich, don't get me wrong. Still happy to see you. Not as happy as I would have been to see Elkreed. But if you're here, that means Elkreed has to be right around the fucking corner, and I'm so excited. We're here for Finn, but it's like, shut up, Finn. We're seeing the beautiful man. I'm sorry if I don't remember you. Where did we meet? We haven't met or talked before, but I know you, Spacey Tistella. Lots of things about you. Why do you know her name, you suspicious person? Why do you know her name, you suspicious person? Finn. That's like the lamest threat. I admit I'm suspicious, Finn Euclid. That's why you are... Well, that's the way you are when you deal in information. Oh, that's what you are when you deal with them. That's what he said. God. I'm Ulrich. My employers asked me to save you, and I had to come all the way from Liberalitas. From the depths. Be grateful. Your employer? Yeah. He wants something from you. If you're grateful I saved you, at least meet with him. This is so suspicious. What should we do, Spacey? This is actually good, because then we're going to go, work for Elkreed. Finn will be able to open a shop. We won't have to deal with Sasha. It's going to be perfect. This is the great ending. And then we get to be with Elkreed. Sure, we're, romancing Finn, but, we get to be with Elkreed. Then I know I was gonna, maybe let you romance me and all, but, Elkreed. Sorry. Oh, I understand love now. Finn, he's like, really? Wait, you're looking at that guy. Uh-huh. I love him. Crushes him. I have a lot of questions. I wasn't happy that my duel had been interrupted, but it didn't seem prudent to go back to it. So, okay, we're not going to get our ending in this part, but we're very close, so. He did help us, but we should meet with his employer. All right, this way then. The tunnel seemed to go on forever, but when we emerged, I was stunned. This is nothing like the Sanctuary District. She's like, this place is amazing. Is this Liberalitas? You know it? Yes, no. It came up during talks with the merchants. I don't know a lot. They said that outside the walls around the Sanctuary District, a unique mechanized culture is flourishing. Is this... I see. Why are you glaring at me? I'm not. I'm hoping for an explanation about this place, that's all. An explanation? Come on, do I look like a tourist guide to you? Yes? Very adorable one, pats him on the head. Big Eye's right. This is outside the Sanctuary District, what you call the Depths. Its real name is Liberalitas. For reasons I'm not going to go into, people from the Heights like you aren't welcome here. Just follow me if you don't want to get hurt. You know we're from the Heights? Of course. With that uniform, who isn't? That ended the conversation, and Ulrich began to walk off. He's very, very suspicious, if I may say that. Yeah, but we have to follow him. Finn looked worried. I took his hand and squeezed it to reassure him. Whatever happens, happens. Let's go, Finn. Okay. I'm so excited for this. mean, I knew it was coming, but I'm gonna have heart palpitations. I'm gonna take a break after this. Hey, man, I'm back, and I'm so tired. And I'm not gonna lift a finger and just sleep, all right?
Hey, welcome back. If you sleep now, you'll be awake all night.
I'd like to be awake all night with you. Oh my god, I'm so happy. It's the greatest moment of my life. I missed you so much. He might be like one of my actual favorite characters in a fucking Otome game like ever. I don't know. Like, look, sometimes you play the games and you're like, I love all the characters. Or like, you're like, oh yeah, I did enjoy them in that. And you kind of forget about some of them. Like, you know what I mean? But like, Elcrete is just... I love him so fucking much. Like, I didn't know I needed the eccentric glasses-wearing whore, but that's what I needed in my life, and I love him. He's just so eccentric. I am so sad that you were, like, the first route, because I just would have saved you for last, because I love you so much, but... God damn this game for not letting him be canon. Guessing Finn technically is the canon one. If you think about it, he's the last one you do before the grand ending, but anyway. I mean, the grand ending is the best ending technically because like everything works out great, but you're all alone, so I guess technically in that one you can then just be like, I can love whoever I want. And then you, as the player, can choose whoever you want in your mind. And that is Elcrete. It's always Elcrete. Anyway.
Oh, you brought them. Welcome to my humble abode. Ulrich, who's the man?
He kind of tagged along. I think he's harmless. Don't worry about it. Harmless?
I apologize for Ulrich's carelessly chosen words. I'm Elcrete Valentine. I'm his loving and handsomely paying employer. Well met.
Handsomely, I thought he was going to call himself handsome. You are, though. Uh-huh. I'm Spacey to Stella. This is Finn Euclid. Elcrete nodded, smiled, and looked at Finn.
Is Finn your boyfriend?
Oh.
Spacey. Boyfriend.
Boyfriend? I have no idea what he's talking about. I gave him a puzzled look. He returned it likewise. Elle, they won't understand. They're not allowed to love in the Heights. It's stupid, but it's the law. They won't know what you're talking about with boyfriends and girlfriends. A stupid law?
It is rather stupid. Life without love is like tea without tea leaves. I couldn't handle it.
I love you so much. Fucking whore. God, I love him. Tea without tea leaves? She's like, what the fuck is tea? We know what tea is. Now I'll fret over everything he says. The way he talks is too exhausting to explain. I love the two of them so much. I miss them. I am so happy. I am so fucking happy right now. We're here with my two faves. I love their banter. I just want to like get in between them and just like hug them both and be like, I love you guys. I'm home. I just want to live here forever.
Well, if that doesn't sting. But all right. Allow me to change my expression. What's your relationship?
Yes, I can answer that. We're former police officers. We were teamed up in the Heights. Now, I was unable to explain and grimaced. Do I need to answer this?
Yes. I only require you, after all. I need information to consider what to do with him.
Information?
I may have to send him back.
To the Sanctuary District?
Yes. Alas, even I lack the means to send someone to the Heights.
Well, of course. If I'm in the wrong place, then I'll... Oh, wait, Finn! Don't get hasty. I held him back by his sleeve. I'm not going anywhere without Finn. If you send him back, I go back. Okay, that's good enough. I don't know what you need of me, but I won't accept it if he's sent back. If you don't want him here, I'll also leave. Hear that? What now, El?
I suppose I'll have to hire them both. One more mouth to feed will make a difference. Money practically grows on trees here.
Only for you, because you have a money tree in the backyard. Hire?
I rather dislike this haphazard negotiation. Let us retire over there.
I looked over Elcrete as we walked. I looked over Elcrete and I understand what love is. Who is he? Why had he rescued us? Why is my heart throbbing and my body feels so warm? My cheeks feel so flushed. I glanced at Finn walking next to me. She's like, I like Finn, but I love Elcrete. He looked intimidated. Clearly he had no idea what was happening either. Finn's like, this man is way more handsome than me and suave and eccentric, and he's got glasses. Right. I mean, that is the defining selling point. Finn, if you had glasses, it might be... Finn would look weird with glasses, but it might have been, like, harder to choose. No, it wouldn't have. But, you know, you would have gotten a few more extra points, but... Elcrete gets all the points. Elcrete led us to a couch to sit on. Finn was next to me. Elcrete and Ulrich sat opposite, across the table.
Now, to the real issue. Spacey Tistella, I want you to be my bodyguard.
So we're technically in the bodyguard route. Yes. Bodyguard?
Yes, even someone like me. I mean, as you can see, I'm rather important in the district. Many have made attempts upon my life in the past. I want to hire you for your skill with the sword. I'll pay for everything. Not bad, don't you think? What do you say?
I'm a member of the Hounds. I can't ignore my assignment to them and work for you.
Even though you were suspended?
How do you even... Elcrete only smiled, looked at Ulrich, and back to me.
I know everything. I have connections. I'll let them know you work for me. Don't worry.
Well, I'd been suspended and pointed my sword at Sir Sashin. I wouldn't be able to go back to the Hounds anyway. It's tempting. What about Finn? Will he be hired as a bodyguard as well?
Absolutely not. You don't get in each other's way. I only need you. But never fear. I'll give him the right to live in Liberalitas, and I'll look after him.
Look after him? Elcrete is the most amazing man on the planet. Weird. She goes with, I'm like, the most amazing person, and she's like, weird. Yeah, he's weird, but again, the most amazing man on the planet. I like the weird ones. I can't help it. He was so full of himself. It reminded me a little of Sir Sashin. Maybe that's why Elcrete likes Sir Sashin. Elcrete is the nice, eccentric, strange version, and Sir Sashin is the angry, stabby, can't handle himself version. Like, they both thought they were kings. Yeah, but Elcrete is, like, nice, and he is one. Elcrete's a queen, let's be fucking real. Come on. But strangely enough, I don't feel unsettled. He's like, a king! I'm more like a queen, in the fabulous, but not gay. Maybe a little. Might be a little. He's like, I'm flexible. Love is love. Elcrete is definitely fucking bi, okay? I'm pretty sure Elcrete would love anybody that thought he was pretty. I thought he was genuine and honest in a way I never did with Sir Sashin. I could work for him, or... I have to wonder what being his bodyguard actually means. My primary duties as a rank 1 officer had been patrolling and arresting criminals. I'd never done personal protection. Would I be a good fit? I wondered if Elcrete had made a mistake. That said, I couldn't stay in the Hounds. I'd been suspended and later incurred even more of Sir Sashin's ire. I don't expect I'll be able to go back. I have to take this job. The Hounds had been created by the government of the Heights. They were the only tie I still had to my home. The Hounds had killed many and ruined the lives of many, too. I wondered if asking Elcrete to contact them was really the right thing to do. If I don't, I'll have to go myself. I won't let you... If you want to go back to the Hounds to tell them you're quitting, then I won't let you go. It can't end well. How did you know? I know by looking at you. I've been with you for a long time. How little attention do you think I pay to you? I've been looking up to you. I know. Or well, I do now. I didn't really understand when we were in the Heights. But now that we're so close, I can feel it. You're stubborn and selfless. I don't think I can convince you. If you insist, then I'm going to go with you. Well, it's foolish. It'll only make the Hounds more angry. But I'd have to go with you. I'd rather die together with you. Finn.
Hey, Spacey. Allow yourself to be swayed by his emotional appeal and let me handle you.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I meant, let me handle this for you.
Let me handle you. Finn's like, the fuck? And Elcreed's like, ah! I was just trying to see how far I could get. You into Finn, maybe? Like, Finn would be like, no way. She's not going to be with you unless I'm with you too. And then Elcreed would be like, okay. We're having a swinger party right now. Look, just let me have my man harem, okay?
Please don't glare at me.
Elcreed laughed and continued. I don't hate Finn, but I don't think he'd be in my man harem. Like, no offense. Like, this is an interesting route, and I'm enjoying it. But it's not one of those I'm going to be like, oh my god, I'm impressed with him telling you straight up, I've been madly in love with you since the first moment I met you. Okay, peace out, taking the rap for your parents' murder and going to the depths to be away. I like that instead of him like, instead of you just knowing and she's clueless. Like, I like the fact that he straight up told her. But, and he has his moments like, oh, Finn, oh, you're kind of sweet. Okay, oh, you brought me a basket of apples. That's adorable. But it's not going to be something that, like, later I'm like, oh my god, I love Finn so much. And I meant, like, Elcreed. It's not going to be that way. It's like, okay, all right, I was wrong about you, Finn. In your route, in this, you're great. Well, you're good. Not great. You're good. And I can appreciate you and I can enjoy the route and be like, yeah, it was good. And I didn't hate Finn the whole time. So I'll give you extra points for me hating you so much in the original game that I was like, fuck Finn. I mean, rage-inducing, wanted to stab him. Hated him. And like now I'm like, actually, that is all gone. And it's really funny because I'm like, I hated him so much, but I don't feel that now. It's weird. Like, I realize how hard I fucking flip-flopped, but not going to flip-flop hard enough to be like, Finn, I love you more than anything. No, that's still, I'm sorry, you're never going to take that from Elcreed. Just not gonna. But, you know. I actually appreciate the route, and I appreciate Finn, and I can see why people like him. You know?
He's right, and your imagination is correct. If you go back to the hounds, you'll be grateful for a quick death, considering what they might do to you. It's beautiful to see you considering it seriously. You're like a knight in a fantasy story, riding in gallantly on a horse.
I love the fact that Elcreed wants a knight to rescue. Like, he definitely thinks of himself as a princess.
You're my knight and you're going to rescue me. It's beautiful.
I kind of like the flip-flop roles. We're the knight to protect our lady, who is our man. And I'm a lady. I like it.
What? We have no knights here, given how guns proliferate in the depths. Before you can even challenge someone to a duel, you'd be gunned down. Bam! And that's it. If you stroll back there, you're only giving them what they want. And don't be foolish and let me take care of this. Everything will end well.
You seem confident.
Yes, I'm used to making things happen. Even questionable things. Will you let me take care of it?
I looked at Elcreed, Ulrich, and Finn in turn. Nobody was siding with me. I didn't feel able to enforce my preference under those circumstances. Fine. Thank you, Elcreed.
Very well. You'll no doubt be nothing but impressed. We'll talk about your assignment again later. Rest now. I'll guide you to your room. Ulrich, you must be tired too. Your job is done for the day.
Right. Hey, you!
Yes?
Four Eyes here works people really hard. You better be prepared for that. Ulrich grinned and got up.
Oh, I was going to make pasta. Aren't you going to eat here?
Not today. I had your pasta not long ago. You have to watch how much you eat or you'll get fat. Shh, do not ever say that to Elcreed. He's perfect.
Never fear. I commute to work on foot for the health benefits.
And he has a lot of sex for the health benefits too. Sure. Okay. I exercise. Making out with people is not exercising, Elcreed. It doesn't burn as many calories as you think it does. Sure, yeah. You realize that you have assassins coming after you, right? Anyway, so long. He took some candy from the table and left the building.
Not that someone's insisting on candy has a right to lecture me on nutrition. What about you two? Would you like my pasta?
Would you like my pasta? Wings. I feel like you're using that as a euphemism. Your pasta?
I like cooking pasta.
You mean that you'll cook yourself instead of your servants?
Yes, but only pasta. The rest is made by the servants I employ. Pasta is my hobby.
It's a really weird hobby to have. Pasta's my hobby. Not cooking, just pasta. Just cooking pasta.
Hobby? Yes, pasta's very intricate. There are many different noodles and different styles of preparation. A worthy research subject.
I love the fact that he's obsessed with fucking noodles.
Please make yourself at home here. I'll prepare a sample for you.
Okay, well... Elkree got up and went smiling into the kitchen. He's a slightly strange fellow. Slightly? Rather strange. But he seems like a good person. We went from the Heights into the Sanctuary District, and then we left the walls and came here to Liberalitas. We're being swept along, but where are we going to end? I don't know, but no matter what, I'll stay with you. Finn whispered and put his hand on mine. Please stay with me, Spacey. The end. I'm just kidding. We're going to end this part here, though, and I'm just going to assume that we'll probably get our good ending in the next part. And like, if that's the 20 to 30 minutes or more, we'll just leave it at that, and then we'll do the bad endings. We'll start them in another part. If it's really short, like, oh, it's only 5 minutes, then we'll start our bad endings, but we'll see. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.